Instructions to police officers regarding the keeping of diaries. General entries will not be accepted. The object of visiting places must be recorded. Movements must be arranged so that different inquiries may be combined. Impressions may be usefully recorded, and even matters not of a strictly official character that may be of interest to the service. The mere entry visiting or patrolling is insufficient, as it is almost impossible that a vigilant officer, whilst in the performance of his ordinary duties, will see nothing worthy of closer notice. The police force always brought fear into our lives. Dad at the scene of the crime, pointing to the evidence. It's hardly the kind of thing most kids find in the family photo album. Photography was the latest of Dad's many enthusiasms. My brother phoned. Dad had died. His second heart attack.
Adelaide, a city in the desert. Light's vision. The first city in the world to be planned with a ring of parklands. A green belt to act as a buffer between the worlds of home and work.
Mum here?
I thought it best that she go home.
At the wake, I pored over the photographs of my father, absorbing the smallest detail, the most insignificant shadow. I couldn't find any traces of myself in the photographic record of Dad's life.
Thank you, dear. Oh, I don't know why I bother putting the things on. They always come off. Rosie? I'd recognise that smile anywhere.
You must be Jean.
You know that your Dad and I were going to get married.
I'm sorry.
Look, this is a bit of an odd time to ask, but I was wondering if you'd if you'd like to stay with me while you're in Adelaide. Cliff would have liked that.
Sorry, dear. I had to come. Des, my late husband, had a lot of time for your father. He was worried something like this might happen.
Like what?
Sorry.
Time now for Ernie Sigley's Adelaide Tonight. On tonight's show, you'll see Anne Wills, James Pegler, Connie Lopez, Robin Gill, Annette Scott, and John Crossing. And now, here's your host, Ernie Sigley.
Beautiful. Really beautiful. I thought if we had a festival theatre show that we'd have to put a bit of culture up the back and put a ballet in. So we decided we'd do a ballet.
I'm sure your dad would have wanted you to have these. You know, Dave Harrison mentioned something about wanting them, but I said I thought I'd better keep them for you. I mean, I don't know what you're going to make of them, though, love. You know, Cliff wasn't much of a writer.
No. He was more of a list maker, really. When I was a kid, I used to find these little scraps of paper, you know, plan to replace dining room table in 2 years, investigate washer on front tap. Anyone else would just buy the bloody table or the tap fitting. Used to drive me crazy.
That'll be Cliff.
The Commodore patrols Adelaide. Dad's at his most comfortable in the driver's seat. Our itinerary is carefully considered. At the wheel of a car, Dad never loses his sense of being on duty.
Six 5519.
Speed on.
2143.
Yeah, what?
2143.
Can't be right.
It's 2143. This is the only official record of the life of Clifford Thomas Davey, 1991. 51 years on the clock. Health not the best. Detective Sergeant, 23 years on the job. Annual base salary, $36,344. Two grown-up kids. House, a car, little money. Pension for life. September 4th, 1968. Inducted into the South Australian Police Force. Part-time bandsman, part-time police officer.
Adelaide, capital of South Australia, on this sunny Saturday morning in November, getting ready for Johnny's Christmas pageant, and a very well-fed Father Christmas beams over it all from the pageant store, John Martin's in Rundle Street. Police come from all states of Australia just to watch the pageant as an exercise in crowd control. 500,000 people lining the streets and not one barricade. Just a blue honour line that runs on either side of the pageant route.
Maybe right. Christmas must be the busiest time for homicide. Families getting together. Remember last year it was a Wilkinson murder. See that, Tiger? We live in the driest state, the driest continent in the world. Do you know that? Yeah? Do you know that? We have to build this soil up a bit so we can keep the water in it, eh? And look, we'll put some roses right along the fence there. Yeah, because roses are good to have in vases inside the house.
Since you phoned, I had my secretary hunt up some photos of houses I thought you might like.
Oh, this is attractive, Bob. I like the porch idea.
Looks nice and light, too.
How about this one?
Yes, I rather like that. But I think this is perhaps more in my style.
They've all got nice big windows, haven't they?
Dad, I'm starving.
Won't be long.
You gonna buy it or not?
Nah.
Oh, Dad, if it gets you from A to B.
That's sacrilege. Never thought I'd see the day.
February 10th, 1992. Rosie visits from Sydney. Botanic Gardens followed by a meal at the Gurja Street Fish Cafe. Never thought I'd see the day. I'd forgotten about these. Dad used to talk about retiring to one of these towns. Say Renmark. And managing a caravan park. Did he still talk about that?
He always reckoned he was going to do what that other bloke did. What was his name? He was a sergeant in at Angus Street. Crawford. His wife was always on at him to take a bit of a holiday, you know, spend more time with the grandkids. So he took all the keys from the cells and the exhibit room and took them out on the front steps of the police headquarters. And he handed them out to whoever was going by. I mean, shoppers, anyone.
Yes, I can see that might appeal to Dad.
Have a nice day, sir. Good morning, madam, as he's handing out the keys. There was a huge kerfuffle. All the bigwigs came down and got him out quick, bloody smart. Pensioned him out on full pay. You know, Cliff reckoned he could easily pull a stunt like that.
I didn't know about Dad's accident.
What accident? Oh, you mean when Cliff had his first heart attack? You were living in Adelaide then, weren't you?
When the Commodore got written off?
No, Cliff got rid of the Commodore because he needed the cash. Yes, he bought that old station wagon instead. You know, I told he looked like a real hoon driving around in it. But he said a set of wheels is just a set of wheels.
You staying with Jean then?
Oh, just some friends.
If you do see Jean, you could ask her to give some of the photographs back. Your father took every last photograph of himself out of the album when he left.
It's just like he never lived here.
I'm sure Jean would let you have some photographs.
Well, lots of them were of you children when we first moved in here.
I get the feeling that Dad was planning on leaving the force.
I wouldn't know, love. I hadn't really seen much of your father since he took up with that woman. You know how secretive he was. All those bushes he planted out the back. Now no light gets in there at all.
Policemen start to see trouble everywhere.
Cliff was a very naive man in many ways.
Dad wanted me to join the police force. God knows why. As far as I'm concerned, the police force killed Dad. That's all there is to it.
Do you think Dad could have been in some sort of trouble?
Well, if he was, it's not worth worrying about now.
Haven't I got a right to know? What have you found out?
I don't know if it's anything. A couple of Dad's mates left the force in a hurry. Bought a stationery shop. Another one, an inspector, went back into uniform. But you know what cops are like? As thick as thieves.
Dad was involved in something.
It's just a possibility.
Well, he could have lost his job.
He didn't lose his job, did he? Jean will be collecting nicely on the super, I suppose.
If it was money she was after, I dare say she could have done better than a detective sergeant. October 10th, 1968. Jane Moffat of Walkerville took delivery of Triumph model TR2. Paid sum of £20, parts only. Investigate purchase of second-hand Holden sedan, custom credit repayment scheme. Substantial 5-year financial commitment.
Hello, Mrs. Crofton.
Hello, haven't seen you for a long while.
Just driving by, thought I'd drop in.
Good. Come and say hello to Reg.
Thank you. How are you, Ron? Fine, thanks, Reg. G'day, Alan.
Hello, sir.
My word, I like the way you furnished this room.
Yes, we're very comfortable now. Had a bit of fun and games, getting things straight, of course.
Fun, was it?
We've tried to get a nice, bright look right throughout the house.
A toast to Cliffy, the old reprobate.
One thing Dad used to have a go at you about, Dave. Well, you know how he thought the Unley Road fish shop had the best fish and chips in Adelaide?
Oh, he could have, love. I always preferred George's down at Woodville.
Vastly inferior. Dad used to say that the only time he got you down to the Unley Road fish shop, you were called out on the job. Yeah, and by the time he got back to the West Parklands to eat the fish and chips, they were barely warm. They're a bit soggy.
That's right. And I said, geez, I don't think much of your best fish and chips in Adelaide. You nearly hit the bloody roof.
No, he wouldn't have thought it a fair comparison. When we were kids, we had to go all the way from Northfield to Unley, even though there was a fish shop just round the corner.
He could be very particular about some things, Cliffy. So, how's Jean getting along?
As well as you'd expect.
Jean tells me you got those diaries at Cliff's. I wouldn't mind taking a look at them sometime.
I don't think they'd interest you much.
They are police property, you know.
Diaries are to be entered up daily, except under special circumstances. When completed, they will carefully be recorded in the personal care of the inspector, who will see that nothing therein is divulged to anyone without good official reason in the furtherance of justice.
What's the house number?
It's a bit further down. Just drop me here.
No. Door-to-door service.
Nice to see you again, Dave. Thanks for dinner.
You know, even Cliffy didn't have a permanent booking on Wings and a Halo.
August 10th, 1991. Called in from annual leave, re-missing drug exhibits. September 16th, 1991. Admitted to Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Heart attack.
Cliff took those snaps at the barbecue we had for John and Val when they got engaged. Mind you, little Scott was a good 18 months old then. It was high time they did something. Cliff adored Scott.
And tell me you babysat.
Oh, too right. Changed nappies the lot. Nothing was too much trouble.
I don't think I ever saw Dad as relaxed as this. Is that actually a lei around his neck?
Oh, he could be the life of the party, Cliff. He loved entertaining, having people round.
Well, it wasn't like that at home.
Well, he deserved a chance to let his hair down a bit.
Jean, I'm wondering what you'd make of some of the entries in his diaries.
Honestly, I don't want to know, dear. I told Cliff there was no need to keep writing things down when he had me to talk to.
Annual Summary, 1992. Drug Squad, last posting now. Plan for retirement. What have I got from being a copper? Educated me, gave me a regular paycheck, security, a good education for the kids, the chance to make something of myself, friends, the respect of the community. Taught me to drink.
Here you go, kid. Here you go. Quick. Now don't spill it. Behave yourself. Not much longer, love. Just one more. Dave-O's waiting there.
Shall I make a cup of tea?
Got a bottle here.
I've had enough for one night.
It's neat. Right. That's the way Cliffy would have liked it.
When did Dad take up the trombone again? He hadn't played it for years.
Well, Cliffy kept saying he was going to take it up again, but he said he hadn't got the time. And then I said, make the bloody time.
He always had one eye on the clock. He told me once that he charted his time and it came out 90% work, 10% house and garden, friends and relatives. Even Dad was a bit embarrassed.
The police force always brought fear into our lives. Our family was never a place to feel safe.
You can see I'm still getting some good use out of the old camera of mine. I've been pricing one of those new fully automatic. Here's one. That's one of my new kitten tiger. Jean's kids gave it to me. I've been pricing one of those new.
I don't even know where you live anymore. You just disappear off the face of the earth and all you can tell me about is your new camera and your kitten.
You can always contact me through the land of promises, Rosie, you know that?
The land of promises?
Yeah. Publican named John. You can always get in touch through him. He's a good mate of mine.
I suppose I should call from the public phone box, let the phone ring 6 times and speak in code. I don't think I know anyone who has to contact their father through the local publican.
Rosie, I'm not just a uniform, you know. Things are a little bit difficult at the moment.
I don't understand the secrecy. People walk out of marriages every day.
Look, things are different for kids your age. Years ago, if you were a divorced man in the police force, it'd be practically the end of your career.
So it was okay to booze on all night as long as you made it home by morning.
Listen, when things settle down a bit, I'll give you an address.
January 5th, 1992. Operation J implemented. All proceeding according to plan.
No matter what tomorrow will bring, we'll see it through. We'll survive the things in our lives that's left us broken down and blue. No matter what the future holds, I'll be holding you. I'll be
sensational new paint discovery, Coloramic Gloss and Matte in Color Unlimited. This young couple specified Coloramic Matte for their home. You too can create your own exclusive Coloramic colors. Subtle, harmonious blending, or striking contrasts. From the largest colour range in Australia, you can delight and surprise everyone with Mix Your Own Coloramic plastic paint.
Have you got any photographs of Jean?
No, you don't want to see those.
Come on, show me.
This one. Hang on, that's a bit red. Yeah, that's a bit of likeness on it.
It's a great dress.
I changed that one myself. Never thought I'd find myself in John Martin's ladies' fashions. Who do you want up there with me, Rosie?
Glad to see your taste in frocks has improved, Dad. You remember that dress? You know, the one you brought home after the break-in at Leanne's frock salon?
Mm-hmm.
I must have been 13. Oh, no, I was 14. The dress was in wool. It was hot pink and had these
That's stripes.
yellow and blue straps. It was buttoned through, neck to knee.
That's right. Nice.
That was great of you after the day-glow matron look.
No, me, Rose, you never could resist a bargain. No. Hmm?
We are, dear.
I'm sorry to have come at such short notice.
It's usually just me here of an evening.
After Dad's wake, I remember that you mentioned your husband, Des.
Des used to be the admin sergeant on the drug squad just before your father did. He was never one of those coppers to spend half his time off down the pub. He always came straight home, dead on time. Knew there'd be a good dinner waiting. And fit. He walked to work every morning. You could set your watch by him. Local kids used to say, "There goes the sergeant."
You must miss him very much.
After he joined the drug squad, he became so quiet and withdrawn. Before, he'd always tell me what was worrying him. knew something was wrong.
Did you know Dad's first posting was with the anti-larrikin squad? Gangs of teenagers loitering in Highley Street were supposed to be the biggest threat to law and order. What do you think happened?
He became like a stranger to us. His own family.
Did he ever mention Dad?
Shadow Attorney General Mr. Andrews, who made the allegations under parliamentary privilege, refused to name the police officers believed to be responsible for dealing in illegal substances.
Your father gave this to Des for safekeeping.
What's in it?
I don't know, dear. I'd just rather have it out of the house.
Jane?
Thomas. Well, I hope they got what they came for.
I thought you might like to take this home with you, love. You'll never regret knowing something about growing things, you know?
Thanks, Dad. I'll always remember Dad saying, you can't just do what you like in this life, you know? And I thought, why not? Dad seems to have been on the point of resigning from the police force. But how do the rest of us resign? From a world of shadows, secrets, distance.